Page 18. There are blossoms on our cherry tree. Here they're introducing you to the key of A major. 3 sharps. Let's review what we've got on the sharps so far. Remember, the first sharp is F sharp. It's always F sharp, and that's the key of G major. The second sharp is C sharp, and it's always C sharp. They're always in the same order, and that's the key of D major. You've been doing those scales, I hope. Well, in A major, you get a third sharp, and that is a G sharp. And G is always the third sharp in a key signature. So go do my scale video on A major, 1 octave up and down, the trill exercise and all that stuff. Yes, please do. You get accustomed to which black keys are involved in the key. So when you're playing the song, you just play those black keys. You don't have to worry about so much of which sharps are there now. Just play in the key of A major. Let's look this over. It's 1 page long, treble and bass clef, key of A major. I've already gone through that. 4/4 time signature. I see quarter notes and eighth notes. Okay, 1 hand at a time first. Right hand is here. Position would be here. Don't forget, there's an F sharp and a G sharp in the key signature. So you're here, actually, and it's, and then you reach up to the octave, E to E, remember, and then 4th finger on the C sharp. Remember, there's a C sharp in the key signature. Stay in this position. You just kind of went to here and down. You're leaving the thumb where it is. Second line, reach up here, 2nd finger. Now you're in this position. Reach down. They want 3rd finger. Well, that's hard. That's hard to reach that. So what I'm going to do is play the first G with 2nd and then 3rd. I'm going to take advantage of the repeated notes and change positions there, because I'm back down there. And then the 3rd line is like the first line. You're ending the 3rd line here, and they want the last line to be here. I don't want to use thumb on both of those. Now, I like what they're doing there, and this is the last line, first measure. You have all those A's. I like what they're doing, and they're using different fingers on repeated notes. I like that. I do that a lot on repeated notes. Now, some people they don't want to do that at all. I encourage it. I think it's a great idea. However, I don't want to go from the end of the 3rd line with thumb to thumb again. Now, I know I'm lifting up for the phrase, and I can get away with it. When I first play a piece, I want to play it all connected. And so I want to connect that. So I'm going to use 3rd finger, and then 2, 1. Can I go 3, 2, 1? Can you do that? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, 2, 1 is what it is. 2. And then they want here. Don't forget G sharps in the key signature. Yeah, I prefer that. Left hand, well, you have 3 and 5 here. So in this position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Well, this is wonderful. Let's go to the 2nd line. Now we're here, G sharp, and then 2 and 4, and then they want 3. You're staying in this position here. Now the last line, you're here, 2, it's an F sharp there, a D and an F sharp. So you're finishing the 3rd line here. So you go here for the last line. If you don't want to do that, you got to use 2nd finger again in here. So you use the 2nd finger twice to stay out here. And then you can come down, F natural, and then use the thumb there. They want to use thumb on all of them. Yuck. So here, and then here, and then reach down here. And you can use 2 and 3 for the last one, or you can do this if you don't mind having your hand up here. Otherwise, do that, and then here. You have to work out a fingering that works for you and the size of your hands. So put them together. We're here. Don't think there's a real problem with that. Let's go down to the last line. You're here, here. However you're fingering this. Here. I'll let let you work out the fingering. But once you get the heads together, then go back through the tough spot and get rid of any hesitations. Go as slow as you need to, it doesn't matter, but no hesitations. The beat has to be a steady beat throughout. And once you have that, we think about the articulation. Here, this is very connected. Here, they have the phrasing. Lift up. Different ways of interpreting this. You can follow the phrasing that you have marked. In that case, in the first line, every 2 measures is a phrase. You can lift up. Lift up. Or, since the second line is all connected, maybe you want the first line all connected. It's up to you on how you interpret it. The second line, it's all connected. The third line is the same as the first, and the last line, again, they have it in 2 phrases if you want. I'll leave that up to you whether you have each line as a phrase or you have some of the lines as 2 phrases. That's interpretation. The left hand, you connect it as best you can. You can't connect it because they're chords, but you think I'm connecting them. Now, a lot of times when you're lifting up in the right hand for phrasing, you can get away with lifting up in the left also. In this piece, you can get away with lifting in the left. In other pieces, you would connect the left hand, even though you lift up in the right. But when you've got chords involved in a piece like this, you can lift up in both. Now, dynamics, MF is mezzo forte, and that's the melody. Whatever you think sort of loud is. That's the only dynamic they give you. Yeah. You're not going to play the whole thing at that. Get into it and get to feeling it, and you can decide how you want to do it. I suggest you come down at the end of the phrases and then take off again. So it's here. Come down. And then come out. Come down. And then again. Come down at the end of the phrases. Get into it and feel these dynamics. Yeah. The left hand needs to be in the background. Keep it soft or very soft, depending on what you're doing in the right hand. Speed is moderato, just somewhere in the feel, and not fast or slow. You decide how fast you think it should go. And then we add the pedaling. I don't know why they're pedaling. We need to understand what the pedal is doing, or it'd be better to leave the pedal out. Let's experiment with it first and see what they're doing. Let's see what the effect they're after. Maybe they're after an effect I'm not aware of. Otherwise, I don't see any reason to pedal this piece at all. But we can try it. I'm going to push the notes down first and then the pedal. So it's going to be the regular lag pedaling. But I'm going to lift the pedal up with the phrasing, with the hands for the phrasing. So in the second measure, I'll push the notes down first and then the pedal. Lift the pedal up with the hands. And they're doing that throughout. Well, this is what it sounds like if you do that. That's the effect you want, go for it. I don't like it at all. I really don't. I don't see any point in pedaling those measures. I mean, the only excuse I can come up with that's even close would be for the longer held notes. We can pedal those to bring out the overtones, like the last measure, the first line here. I can pedal that just to bring out the overtones. But if I'm not going to pedal anywhere else, I don't see any point in pedaling that either. In my opinion, you're probably better off leaving the pedal out on this piece. But if you want to put it in, I guess that's up to you. And so another thing you can try here is maybe legato pedal the whole thing and change the pedal at the harmony. When the chords in the left hand, when they change, change the pedal. And then you get this. That's another effect. And in my opinion, that works just as well as what they're doing. So I'll leave the pedaling up to you as to when you're going to pedal or your teacher can help you with that. Let's play it together very slowly and check the notes and rhythms. And I'm going to leave the pedal out because first off, you can hear it better if I don't pedal it. Secondly, I don't really think pedal is helping in this piece at all. So I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, go. One, two, three, 4.